Hi, and thanks for joining us here at Finovate Fall Digital. I'm David Penn, Research Analyst with Finovate. And joining me today are two individuals, Tom Feher and Sandeep Mangaraj, who are banking industry executives with U.S. Financial Services at Microsoft. You heard it, Microsoft. Very happy to have them with us today. We're going to talk a lot more about Microsoft, its growing role in financial services in a little bit. I thought maybe first we kick off by having you tell us just a little bit about yourselves and the work you do at Microsoft, and then we'll sort of dive in to some of the things we're going to be talking about here at the conference, as well as the future of Microsoft, FinTech, and financial services. Sandeep, let's start with you.
Thanks, David. I'm an industry executive, as you said, with Microsoft, and I'll tell you what that means, right? So at Microsoft, we are very focused on making sure that we are engaging business decision makers, right, on the problems that's most salient to them, right? That's where Tom and I and our team comes in, right? Most of us have deep experience in industry. I came from Ernst & Young, where I was a partner in financial services. Tom will introduce himself shortly. Our team, our mandate is to make sure we bring the best of Microsoft and its partner ecosystem, including fintechs, right, to our clients. Tom.
Fantastic.
I'm Tom Feher. I've been in the financial services industry for about 26 years now. 17 years of that has been with Microsoft, and it's been a fun journey. I started as an industry account exec at Microsoft, which I think is a real important role in our banking industry to really, help serve our clients every day, and then built our U.S. financial services Dynamics business applications business. And then now, as Sandeep said, we're both industry directors, and we're really focused on driving great business outcomes for our clients. And it's really a very fun role and a very challenging role in these times. But it's a great time to be at Microsoft, and really that being able to bring to bear the resources we have to help our clients during this time.
Fantastic. So let's get right into this. Again, I think the idea of companies like Microsoft getting more involved in financial services is probably one of the bigger technology stories of 2020. And I guess what I'm particularly curious about, and I suspect many of our attendees at Finovate Fall Digital are curious about, is what does Microsoft bring to the fintech industry at this point in fintech's evolution? And maybe Sandeep will start with you again on this one.
Sure. So let me start with what should be obvious to most partners of ours, right? Microsoft leads with partners, right? That's been true throughout our history, and especially given what we are facing now, right? All the uncertainty and challenges that our clients are facing, right? I don't see that change, right? So we have always been partner friendly. We see partners at the cutting edge, right? I've been here less than a year, and I can tell you, right? Our partners, right, were quick to respond to what happened with COVID, right? They leveraged the power of our platform, and they were there, right, immediately, right? And they were there before some of, with creative solutions and innovative solutions, right? So that has been the story of Microsoft, and that is why I think for your audience here, right, it's important to realize that what is it that Microsoft provides, right? We have a secure, we have a compliant, we have a scalable platform, right, that they can innovate on. And we are here to support them and help them to make sure that they take the full power of what we offer, what they offer, and what our other partners offer, right, to take to the clients.
Absolutely. Tom, maybe you could sort of chime in with that as well.
And, as Sandeep mentioned, partners are key to our success, and we have several programs to help incubate and expand our fintech ecosystem too. Everything from Microsoft for Startups, that really is a program to assist startups in building solutions on our platform, to our M12 Ventures program, that really, it's a team that invests in a portfolio of fintechs, additionally in the industry. And then last but not least is our worldwide partner organization that focuses on strategic alliances and partnerships with fintechs that enable us to bring net new solutions to market on our platform that accelerate our clients' innovation as well as helping them drive business outcomes.
Yeah, it's certainly a really interesting time for Microsoft to be engaged with fintech, both in terms of its sort of the secular growth, and then in terms of this particular crisis. Sandeep talked a little about this particular crisis, the COVID situation that we're all dealing with as individuals, as companies. I know, Tom, you have a presentation that really tackles that head on here at Finovate Fall Digital. I'm wondering, maybe by way of just giving us a couple of takeaways from that presentation, maybe some of the key insights you might want to share with us.
Sure. Our clients' response in many ways is, how we had to respond. into this continuing health and economic crisis, right? Starting with our employees first and foremost, and our partners, and then our communities, and how we empower them to do the right thing during this time. Being a major technology platform provider, many of the unforeseen challenges that we all are now facing, right? We're able to take what we learned and what we did to respond quickly to build solutions to help them address these unforeseen challenges during this time and really assist our clients in responding to keep both their employees and their clients safe during the crisis.
Yeah, truly, Sandeep.
Yeah, to add to it, right? I know there are lots of challenges we're all facing personally and as a society, but let's highlight a few positives. The financial system has proven to be really resilient, right? There has been minimal disruption, right? When I think we learn from the past, right? And no one's talking about capital, no one's talking about liquidity,
Right.
but I don't think we can rest on that, right? Tomorrow there will be something else, right? I'm sure there will be new emerging risks, but I feel proud. Tom, I know shares the same, and all of us at Microsoft, we like the fact, and we're very proud of the fact that we are now part of the solution, right? The platform we are providing, right? The capabilities we are providing will help our clients be more resilient and be ready to grab onto the next set of opportunities that comes. This is going to be behind us. We will be there with them through this crisis and beyond.
Excellent. And actually, you lead me to my last and sort of final question. We talked a little bit about the sort of legacy that Microsoft has with partnerships, and it's something that it's sort of bred into the DNA of the company. We talk about the present, obviously, in terms of what's happening with the coronavirus and the relationship of partnerships there. So I think maybe by way of concluding, looking to the future, you sort of alluded to it just a minute ago in terms of what happens on the other side of this crisis, which we will get to. How do you see that relationship that Microsoft is developing with financial services companies and fintechs 2, 3, 5 years down the line? Maybe we'll start with you, Sandeep, and finish with Tom.
Sure. So I wish I had a crystal ball. Let's start with a little context about Microsoft and financial services. 5 years back, right, we verticalized, right, in our terms, right? So we had a dedicated team that's focused on financial services. And that's a recognition of the fact that of the challenges, right, that are unique to financial services, the complexities that we see in the system, and also some of the regulations that our clients are subject to. So we have had a dedicated team because we recognize the nuances here. And we keep on specializing and investing in that. We started with a team focused on financial services. Now, Tom and I are part of a team that's focused on banking clients. And we have teams that are focused on capital markets and focused on insurance. The reason I bring this up is because, this is a journey, right, that, we the reason I believe, right, we along with our partners will be, will be able to meet our clients' need is because we are trying to stay as close as we can and listen and hear what it is that they need to do and how do they need to respond. Right. So we will continue to double down on internal expertise and fintechs, to be perfectly honest. They are the ones who come with the innovative ideas, right? That will help solve not today's problems, but tomorrow's problems, and take advantage of tomorrow's opportunities. So really excited about it. Don't know with what are the changes from COVID that's going to be permanent, right? 2, 3, 5 years from now. But I can say this, right? I can say that fintechs will be a key part of our ecosystem, and Microsoft will be there to make sure that they have an industry-leading platform from which they can use to innovate.
Fantastic. Tom, what do you think?
I echo what Sandeep said. A couple of things I would add is, first and foremost, it's a time to show great empathy for not only our employees, but our clients and the whole world and what we're going through. Along with that, as a part of that at Microsoft, we really look at how we can bring our resources to bear to really help clients, during this time to be able to respond, recover, and reimagine. If you think about it, there was a recent interview that our CEO, Satya Nadella, had that he stated, we've seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in 2 months on how that's really shifted the industry. This presents a great opportunity for our fintech ecosystem to help our clients accelerate their transformation and their shift to digital during the crisis as they look to respond, recover, and reimagine. And at Microsoft, we're going to be there side by side with them along the way to listen, to learn, and to help them respond and reimagine as they take their business forward.
Fantastic, fantastic. Again, as I said, one of the biggest stories, I believe, of 2020, the emergence of, or the presence of companies like Microsoft in the financial services, into fintech, at a time when so much is going on in financial services and in fintech, both secularly and again in this particular time of crisis. Thank you both very much, Tom and Sandeep, for joining us here at Finovate Fall Digital. I think you've given us quite a bit of food for thought. Thanks again very much.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us.